Well, hey there, everybody. How y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day or night, and welcome back to my channel. As always, I'm Deluxe. All right, let's do another freaking Transformer review because I love some freaking Transformers. Today, we take a look at, I've been waiting for this guy for a little bit. This is Newage. This is Lincoln. This is their Trailbreaker. Man, the Toon version. I've been waiting for it. Man, first of all, I love getting Newage, love getting Legends. I love getting new stuff from them. So, yeah, really excited for this. But here's the box. You see it? Very nicely done. We've got the little window, and you got that right there. And on the back, this is number 64, four-wheel drive. Very nice. Yeah, like I said, I've been really looking forward to this. So, I'm always excited for this, but am I going to be excited for at the end of the review? We'll see. I think I will be because, man, I just love me some Legends and love me some Newage. So, yeah, let's just get right to it. But before that, hit the like, shares, prayers, and Care Bears. Hit that sub button for me if you don't mind. It all helps out the channel. It really does. I really appreciate that. And yeah, let's just get right to it and let's talk about some Newage. And this is their Trailbreaker, man.
All right, up first, as always, instructions. Awesome. Okay, so it gets one of the pieces for Autobot Spike and everything. So it's the main body, the waist, and one of the the door on background. So I don't know if this is painted. It just like this white plastic with black plastic, a little brown right there. So pretty cool. I don't have the other two. There's one came with Wheeljack, another one came with Hound. I'll have to go look for them, see if I have them to start combining him and everything. So it comes with a lot of accessories. It comes with 2 blast effects. So there is a little bendy. So you can see that's a little bending right there. So I never had that issue, giggity. But try to straighten it out a little bit. But 2 little nice translucent yellow blast effects, which look really cool. That's awesome. I love when they do that. You get 2 hands. I'm sorry, a set of hands, and they're kind of like the jazz hands, a little relaxed hands that does have a hinge right there, so it will hinge back and forth, so that's pretty cool. You do get a little faceplate, which is awesome. Another faceplate with kind of a screaming. You got the metallic blue eyes, which look really good. I like that. Then you get tons of accessories for, to replace his hand and everything. You got this little nozzle right here. Could be like a little blaster or something like that. And then you got this other blaster with a 3 thing right there, and I'm sure the blast effect will fit in there too. That's pretty cool. And you also get the shoulder cannon, little shoulder cannon right here, just gray plastic. It does have a little hinge thing right there, and I think the blast effect will fit in this too. There you go. That's pretty cool. And you get his like little satellite dish for the alt mode. Gray plastic, no paint at all. And then I think this was the force field generator thing or something like that. I think you could use it as as a missile launcher too as well. But I think this was the to activate the force field. I think it was, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what that is. But yeah, there you go. Tons of accessories. Not really any paint except for the blue for his face or his eyes. Other than that, just gray plastic and everything. So there you go. That is all he comes with. Whee! Alrighty, and here is Trailbreaker from Newage. I think it looks pretty cool. I was looking at the cart, this is a Toon Deco and everything, so it's got that light gray throughout, which looks really good. It's nicely painted. I like the light gray. It looks really nice. Kind of threw me off with the window, the front and back. So this is kind of like a translucent blue right here. And then you got the metallic blue right here and right there. I didn't understand why they did this, but I did look at the Toon version, and that's not painted and everything, so that's why they did it. Would have been pretty cool if they did paint that, but it wouldn't have been accurate. So I understand that. But see, you can see the translucent blue windows right here and on the front, and you got the metallic blue up here and right here and a little spot right there. But it is Toon accurate, so that's what they're going for. I like it. Now there is a lot of lines going on through here, a lot of panel lines and everything. So if you don't like panel lines, you're not going to like that. It's not as clean as the Magic Square one. If I could find my Magic Square one, I may do a versus, but I'll have to look for it. But yeah, you got a lot of panel lines in there. But you got the nice looks like nice chromed out wheels, or maybe painted or something like that. This wheel transforms. That's why it's like that. So you do got some silver up the front. Kind of wish they would have painted some of the tail, maybe some red or some orange up there. But it's nicely painted. Looks good. Got some nice sculpt work in it throughout. Really looks good. You did get the tail lights, which are painted red, which is nice. You got a little silver right there. That is pretty cool. So yeah, just kind of weird looking with the without that metallic blue. But like I said, it is Toon accurate, and that's what they're going for. All right, so you can take your I guess satellite dish is what they call it. I guess that's what it looks like. You can tab it in right there. You get that. And then you can take this gun if you want to. You can put it in here. And if you want to, and you can also put the blast effect in there. Then you can take his little force field little thing. You can also tab that in there. If you want to carry a couple things, you have those options. You know, I think it looks kind of goofy with all that stuff. I like the, you know, satellite dish or anything. But, you know, if you want to do that, it's your Transformer. Just have fun with it. And that is about it. So, yeah, there you go. Oh, he rolls just fine. So I like that and everything. But, yeah, just kind of weird with that, you know, not being painted. But, you know, understand what it is. And you do have some panel lines quite a bit in there. So you got the red, orange, and yellow right there. So that's really accurate, too, as well. So pretty cool. So there you go. There is Trailbreaker. All right, real quick, there is Wheelie. There's Magic Square Prowl. And here is Newage Toxitron. And there's some scale for you. Alrighty, back for transformation. Here is Newage Trailbreaker in all its glory. Alright, looks good. I had the legs turned around wrong. Make sure you had these little things right here, and you know, going inside. They were sticking outside, so it gives you the correct rocker and everything. So I had the legs wrong. Just make sure you turn them the right way. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks like Trailbreaker. Little pot belly going on. Oh, man, he's ate a little too much energon. But man, looks like the Toon. Looks really good. Love the metallic blue visor for the eyes. Looks really good. All this light gray paint and this gray, you know, lighter gray and everything. I guess it's kind of a darker gray. But looks really good. Got the reds painted. I guess it does got a little die cast on the legs. Not much. It's got a little weight to it. But very nicely done. I like it. Yeah, looks good. So you got the head sculpt right there. So it looks good. You can look down. Now, only issue I really have, it's on a ball peg, so you can look down. You can look up as well. Now, you do have this little panel that goes, kind of, moves up and down. Kind of wish it, it does okay, but, I kind of wish it, stayed, didn't really move or anything like that, because you can look all the way up without it even, it kind of breaks up the sculpt whenever you do that. So you can look all the way up just because of the ball peg. So kind of wish that would kind of stay a little tighter, but it's okay. Swivel all the way around and give you a little attitude as well. So that's very nice. All right, with the arms, you can go out to about right there, about the full, almost a full 90. Looks pretty good. You can go all the way around like that. You do got a little wiggle waggle, not much of a butterfly. Kind of wish you had a butterfly, but it's not the best. But you know, it's a little wiggle waggle right there. You do have a nice elbow bend, really like that, really good. And you do have a bicep swivel. That's pretty good. And you do got like a little, I guess, kind of a backwards. That's, I guess, just a little wiggle waggle right there. You do have a swivel of the hand, and you can replace the hand with the weapons and everything and all that stuff. That's good. Other arms, same way. Very nice. All right, you do have a waist swivel, and you do have an ab crunch, and you can look up, so that doesn't defeat the purpose. I like that. That's pretty good. Kind of, like I said, I wish that little flap right there would just stick a little better. I think it's supposed to. I guess you're supposed to. This little piece right here, I guess, supposed to hold it in place a little bit, but it doesn't do the best job. So I wish that. But anyways, you do have a little ab crunch, and that's really nice. I like that. All right, typical, hips for the New Age. You got the thing goes with it, so you can go up to there. You can go all the way out there. You can Van Dam all day, every day. Very nice. So I like that. You do have a thigh swivel, and you also have a kind of a lower knee swivel too as well. You do have a little 90-degree knee bend, but it does bend more. So you got that. So that's pretty good. I like that. All right, so you got a toe tilt up a little bit down, not much, and then you got a nice rocker. You got everything you need. Got the nice gray paint right there. And on the back, cleans up really good. Like that and everything. So you can, with all the accessories, let's see. So you can take off the hand and you can replace it with this, which that's what I'll probably do, is have that right there. You also have the, let's just bring all over everything right here. You do have this thing right here. Like that. You can do that. Now, this does, I don't know why they didn't make this one piece, so this is going to be kind of a little pain in the tank to get that out. I'm just going to leave that right there, but I don't know. Well, it's not that bad. But I don't know why they just didn't make that one piece instead of separating it. I mean, I guess. I don't know why, but yeah, they did that. All right, so you can put the shoulder cannon on this side, on those two top of the holes right there, the holes right there. Do that right there. Now, when you do, and then you add on your little force field, I think I guess either side, you don't matter, whichever side you want it to be on. I think it's that side right there. And then you put this right here. Now, once you do this, it does, the moving the head around does move, a little bit more challenging. So just be wary of that. That stuff will get in the way of the movement and everything. So that's pretty cool. You do have the hands, like I said, you can sit, move that. Now, you do have, there you go. You got that right there. And if you do decide to do this one, you do have a blast effect for this one too. And that's pretty cool. I love blast effects. I think everything should come with a blast effect. All that stuff. All right. And you do have a extra face sculpt, and take that off right there. What you got to do is mainly lift this up, and probably got to take this off too as well. And you can get a spudger. If you got fingernails, you can kind of get underneath there, and you can unwedge that, and you can put the new face on there as well, the little screaming face. So you have that option too as well. So yeah, there you go. That's pretty cool. So there is articulation and all of the accessories. Very nice. All right, there's Magic Square Ultra Magnus, Optimus Prime, and Mirage. And there is New Age Megatron, Optimus Prime, Mirage, and Bumblebee. And Dr. Woo Woo Woo, Ultra Magnus, Ramjet, Cosmos. You got one of the Seekers from Iron Factory. You got a Lucky Cat Bumblebee, Core Class Wheelie, and then Tismiki Redgar. And there's some scale for you. And Crapagonus, Crappy Toilet Paper, AAA Battery, Carmex, Care Bears, Kicker, and Squeaks. More scale.
Well, hey there, everybody. If you made this far, as always, I freaking appreciate that. All right, final thoughts on Trailbreaker from New Age. Am I still excited I got this guy? Heck, freaking yeah, I like it. Like the alt mode, looks good. Looks like the truck, kind of weird with the, the blue, the window not having any paint or anything like that, but it is tune accurate, so I like that. Transformation a little complex, but I like it. It's fun. Don't want I don't want to throw it across the room or anything like that. Once you get a hang of it, it's easy. But yeah, it's a real fun transformation. I like it. A lot of flip flaps and everything. That's really good. Accessories, I love. You get everything that you need. You get the little satellite dish. You get this little triple thing. I forgot what you use that for. You get the little force field generator. You get this shoulder cannon. You do get blast effects. Only thing issues I really have those is one of them really gets a little limp, giggity. But other than that, I like that they throw in blast effects. I think every Transformer should come with one. You get an extra faceplate, which is cool. I got that one on with the screaming face. That is really cool. I like that. You get the little hands. So very nicely done on the accessories. Paint-wise, spectacular as always. Really great paint with Newage. I like that. Articulation is really good across the board. You get everything. Only issue I really have, just not really an issue, but it really bothers me, irks me, is that little flap the head sits on. It doesn't really stay in that well. So when you're trying to move it, it will start moving up and down. So that can, kind of pain the taint a little bit, but it's not terrible. It's pretty cool. It stays in there most of the time, but if you do move it a little bit, it will start, moving everything. So that's it. And that's really it. I really don't have any main issues, really big issues with it. It looks like Trailbreaker. If I can try to find my Magic Square, I may do a versus and everything. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, overall, great job, Newage, as always. If you're watching, hit me up, man. Hit me up. All right. So I guess, yeah, that was it. So I hope you like my review. Hit me up some likes, shares, spurs, and Care Bears. Hit that sub button for me if you don't mind. Hit me up some comments. Tell me you thought of the review. Are you getting this guy? Which one are you getting in this guy? The toy deco. They got the Auto Trooper, or one they got. They got the blue version, the either shattered glass or Diaclone, I guess what they call it. Everything. So there's a couple of choices. I'm sure we'll get a clear version. I'm sure we'll get maybe even a gold version. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, hit me up on TikTok and Instagram. Everything's in the description. Go buy some stuff at Show Z. Use Deluxe32. Really helps out the channel. So I guess I'll see you in the next Transformer review. And as always, be good to yourself. Hell freaking Transformers and hell freaking Newage and Legend scale, man. It's a great time to be a Legends collector, as always. And kick that baby. Yeah. And Alpha Bravo. Do it again. All right. Good night, folks.